Well, more people are taking advantage of the rising water at the Canadian River, but county officials are warning against it. News Channel 10's Angelica joins us now live in the studio to tell us how Potter County deputies are handling what they call a dangerous situation.
One fatality and several other people stranded for several hours at the Canadian River have Potter County officials concerned for the public.
We're seeing water that we've never seen down there, or at least in several years. And everybody's intrigued by that.
Rising and dangerous water levels at the Canadian River have forced the Potter County Sheriff's Department to encourage people to stay away.
That water is moving extremely fast. It might not look like it on top, but the undercurrent is what's pulling that thing.
Sheriff Thomas says his department continues to receive calls for help along the river. This weekend, 2 separate calls came in for canoers who were stranded.
There are places there that are deep. There are places that have undertows. There's quicksand, and it's just a dangerous situation.
Captain Coffey says one call from over the weekend kept deputies searching until this afternoon.
These individuals got dehydrated. They were hungry. They were one of them lost a shoe, and they were pretty poor shape when we got to them.
Although they were able to get stranded canoers to dry land this weekend, the department is worried about more calls for help because they don't have the equipment to navigate through the dangerous areas.
We did go out and we bought us an amphibious vehicle, but that has been taken out of service for a little bit. Over the last incident out there, it got damaged, and so now we're back to just the 4-wheelers, and with the terrain out there and as muddy and as especially the quicksand and stuff like that, it's hard for us to get around.
The department has had to call on other expensive resources like using Lifestar and DPS's helicopter from Lubbock.
The expense for the state to get the helicopter to come find them, the expense to the county taxpayers for us to go down there and look for them. And then we have also the liability that we may lose a piece of equipment.
But all deputies agree with one piece of advice to help keep themselves and the public safe.
We would encourage people to stay away from there at this point.
Because the Canadian River is public property, deputies can only suggest people to stay away, not prevent it. However, if the number of people stranded continues to rise, Sheriff Thomas says that could change. Reporting live in the studio, Angelica Brown, News Channel 10.